Getting revenge on a narcissist requires a delicate balance of understanding, emotional intelligence, and strategic thinking, because narcissists thrive on manipulating others and they may not easily change their behavior. However, seeking revenge on a narcissist can be a double-edged sword. However, if you need to take revenge on a narcissist, do the following. Number one, you need to understand the narcissist's behavior. Before taking any action, it's important to understand the nature of a narcissist. Narcissistic people are typically self-centered, egocentric, egotistic, self-absorbed, individuals who lack empathy, and they're often driven by an insatiable need for constant admiration and control. The primary goal of a narcissist is to maintain their sense of superiority, and they often view others as tools to meet their own needs. So understanding the narcissist's behavior helps you avoid falling into their traps, making it easier to disengage from them and prevent further manipulation. So, to revenge on a narcissist, you need to recognize their tactics, because narcissists use a range of manipulative tactics to maintain control of others. And this can include gaslighting, emotional blackmail, and creating false narratives. They may also play on your vulnerabilities to get what they want. Recognizing these tactics is very important if you want to avoid falling into their trap or playing into their hands. Narcissists rely on their ability to distort reality and keep others off balance. So the more you understand their strategies, the more equipped you'll be to defend yourself. Again, to revenge on a narcissist, you need to focus on no contact. One of the most powerful ways to deal with a narcissist is by implementing a no contact rule. This means cutting off all communication with the narcissist, whether that is in person, via text, or on social media. No contact deprives the narcissist of the attention and validation they crave. It also removes any opportunity for them to manipulate or control you. While going no contact may be difficult, especially if you have an emotional connection or if you have shared responsibilities, it is often the most effective way to regain control over your own life. To get revenge on a narcissist, try to set boundaries. If going no contact is not an option, then set clear and firm boundaries. Narcissists test boundaries and they fail to enforce them. This can lead to more manipulation. If you fail to enforce those boundaries, then it will lead to more manipulation. Be clear and assertive about what you will and will not tolerate. This sends a message that you will not be easily controlled, and it also helps you regain your dignity and self-respect. To revenge on a narcissist, disengage emotionally. Narcissists feed off emotional reactions, whether it's anger, sadness, or frustration. They derive pleasure from triggering emotional responses in others. So to protect yourself, you must learn to disengage emotionally. This means not allowing the narcissist to push your buttons or manipulate your feelings. It may take time and practice, but the more you learn to stay emotionally neutral, the less power the narcissist will have over you. Then to revenge on a narcissist, educate yourself about narcissism. The more you know about narcissism, the easier it will be to recognize and avoid falling for their manipulative tactics. Reading books, articles, or seeking therapy can help you better understand how narcissists operate and why they behave the way they do. Knowledge is power, and by arming yourself with information, you can make more informed decisions about how to handle interactions with narcissists. To revenge on a narcissist, don't engage in their games. Narcissists often enjoy playing games, whether it's trying to get a rise out of you or putting you in a position where you feel guilty or confused. So engaging in these games only feeds into their need for attention and control. So refusing to play along with their manipulations is one of the best ways to deprive them of the satisfaction they seek. So stay focused on your own needs and goals rather than getting caught up in their drama. To deal with a narcissist, also practice self-care. It can take an emotional toll on you dealing with a narcissist. So to revenge on them, it's important to prioritize your mental and physical health by practicing self-care. This could involve spending time with supportive friends and family, engaging in hobbies that bring you joy, or seeking therapy. By focusing on your well-being, you'll be better equipped to handle any interactions with the narcissist and reduce the emotional impact of their behavior. You can also revenge on the narcissist by getting support from others. Dealing with a narcissist can be incredibly isolating. It's very important to seek support from trusted friends, family members, or a therapist who understands the challenge of interacting with narcissistic people. Having a support system helps you gain perspective, validate your experiences, and provide emotional strength when you need it most. So, surrounding yourself with people who genuinely care about you will make it easier to detach from the narcissist's influence. Also, learn the art of detachment. One of the key strategies for dealing with a narcissist is learning to emotionally detach. This doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent, but rather learning how to separate yourself from the narcissist's behavior and not let it define your sense of self-worth. By practicing detachment, you can protect your emotions while still maintaining your dignity. Again, to revenge on a narcissist, don't seek validation from a narcissist. A narcissist may try to make you feel small, insignificant, or unworthy. They often do this as a means of asserting their dominance. However, seeking validation from a narcissist is a futile exercise, as they are not capable of providing the emotional support and recognition you need. Instead, focus on building your own sense of self-worth and seek validation from those who truly care about you. To revenge on a narcissist, document everything. If you are dealing with a narcissist in a legal or professional setting, it's very important to keep a record of all interactions. Narcissists are known for twisting facts, lying and denying their behavior. By documenting everything, whether it's emails, conversations, or incidents, you create a clear, factual record that can protect you from any future manipulation or false accusations. To revenge on a narcissist, understand that revenge might not be worth it. While it can be tempting to seek revenge on a narcissist, it's also important to consider the consequences. Narcissists are unlikely to learn from your actions or be humbled by your retaliation. In fact, they may use your attempts at revenge to further manipulate you. So revenge may feel satisfying in the short term, but it can perpetuate the toxic cycle of manipulation and retaliation. Instead of revenge, focus on reclaiming your power and creating a healthier emotional space for yourself. To revenge on a narcissist, focus on healing. The process of healing after dealing with a narcissist can take time, especially if the relationship was emotionally draining. Healing is a personal journey that involves letting go of the pain and resentment caused by the narcissist's behavior. It may include forgiveness, not for their sake, but for your own peace of mind. Focusing on healing allows you to move forward without carrying the emotional weight of the past. To revenge on narcissists, rebuild your sense of self-worth. Narcissists are experts at eroding the self-esteem of those around them. They may make you feel as though you are not good enough or that your feelings don't matter. To counter this, it's important to rebuild your sense of self-worth. Engage in activities that make you feel confident and competent. Surround yourself with positive influences. And remember that you are deserving of love, respect, and happiness. Also, to revenge on a narcissist, set new goals. Once you've removed yourself from the narcissist's influence, it's time to refocus your energy on your own goals and aspirations. This could involve pursuing new hobbies, advancing in your career, or investing in personal growth. By setting new goals and focusing on your future, you shift your attention away from the narcissist and towards creating a life that brings you fulfillment. To revenge on a narcissist, forgive yourself. If you've been manipulated by a narcissist, it's easy to blame yourself for allowing it to happen. However, it's very important to practice self-compassion and forgive yourself for any mistakes or misjudgments you made. Narcissists are skilled at playing mind games, and it is easy to get caught up in their manipulation. By forgiving yourself, you can move forward with a greater sense of self-acceptance and avoid carrying unnecessary guilt. To revenge on a narcissist, strengthen your boundaries over time. As you move forward, it's important to continue strengthening your boundaries. Narcissists often try to test or bypass boundaries, so it's very important to remain vigilant. The more consistently you enforce your boundaries, the less power the narcissist will have over you. By maintaining clear and firm boundaries, you create a healthy environment for yourself and protect your peace of mind. So, the other thing in dealing with a narcissist, to revenge, is to embrace personal growth. Dealing with a narcissist is challenging, but it can also be an opportunity for personal growth. As you navigate the complexities of the relationship, you learn valuable lessons about your own strengths, weaknesses, and emotional triggers. So embracing personal growth helps you become more resilient, and it also enables you to avoid falling into similar toxic relationships in the future. So learn to say no. Narcissists often demand that others put their needs first, leaving little room for personal boundaries. So learning to say no is an important skill when dealing with a narcissist. It allows you to prioritize your own well-being and prevent the narcissist from exploiting your time and energy. So saying no is a powerful way to take back control and protect yourself from further manipulation. To revenge on a narcissist, find healthy ways to express anger. If you feel anger or frustration after dealing with the narcissist, it's important to find a healthy outlet for those emotions. This could include physical activities like exercises, creative outlets like art or writing, or simply talking to a trusted friend. Suppressing your anger can lead to resentment. So finding ways to express it in a healthy way can help you process and release negative emotions. To revenge on a narcissist, seek therapy or counseling. Dealing with a narcissist can be emotionally draining, and the effects of such relationships can linger long after they end. So seeking therapy or counseling can help you process your experiences and rebuild your emotional well-being. A therapist can also help you develop strategies for handling future interactions with narcissists or other toxic individuals, enabling you to protect your mental health. Revenge on a narcissist also needs you cutting ties with enablers. Sometimes narcissists have enablers, people who support or defend their toxic behavior. These individuals may make it harder for you to escape the narcissist's grip. So if possible, it's important to cut ties with any enablers who perpetuate the narcissist's manipulation. Surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries and support your emotional healing. To revenge on a narcissist, don't take it personally. Narcissists often try to make you feel as though their behavior is your fault. They might blame you for their actions or try to make you feel responsible for their unhappiness. It is important not to take their behavior personally. Narcissists are unable to take accountability for their actions, so their mistreatment of you reflects more about their character than yours. To take revenge on a narcissist, take legal action if necessary. If you are dealing with a narcissist who is abusive, threatening, or violating your rights, it may be necessary to take legal action. This could involve seeking a restraining order, filing a harassment complaint, or pursuing other legal remedies. Protecting yourself legally ensures that the narcissist can no longer harm you. To revenge on a narcissist, find your inner strength. Dealing with a narcissist requires immense inner strength. It involves standing up for yourself, maintaining your boundaries, and refusing to be manipulated. By tapping into your inner strength, you can navigate the challenges posed by a narcissist and emerge stronger on the other side. To revenge on a narcissist, create a supportive environment. In order to heal and move forward, it's important to create an environment that supports your well-being. This might mean spending time with people who love and care for you, reducing exposure to negativity, and creating a physical space that is calming and peaceful. By surrounding yourself with positivity, you make it easier to heal from the effects of the narcissist's behavior. To revenge on a narcissist, focus on the future, not the past. While it's important to process the emotional impact of your experience with a narcissist, it's equally important to focus on your future. This means setting new goals, exploring new opportunities, and investing in your personal growth. By looking forward, you free yourself from the grip of the past and open yourself up to new possibilities. Remember, you can't change them. Narcissists are unlikely to change their behavior, regardless of how much you try to reason with them or how much you may want them to change. So accepting this reality is essential for your emotional peace. Your covert narcissists display sensitivity, a sense of victimhood, and passive-aggressive behaviors, and this can make them difficult to identify initially. Covert narcissists have this mask of humility. They present themselves as humble or self-deprecating. When you recognize this facade, it is very important. Their true nature may manifest through manipulation or emotional exploitation. Covert narcissists frequently employ guilt, shame, and emotional blackmail. When you understand these tactics, it can help you to navigate interactions more effectively. Covert narcissists often switch between charm and coldness. Watch for patterns in their behavior to spot inconsistencies that reveal their true intentions. Covert narcissists may always frame themselves as the victim in situations. This can be a red flag indicating manipulative behavior. While the covert narcissist might feign empathy, they typically lack genuine concern for others' feelings. Look for self-centeredness in their conversations. Again, clearly define what behavior is acceptable and what is not when dealing with a covert narcissist. Set boundaries, because boundaries can help protect your emotional well-being. When you set boundaries, that way you outsmart a covert narcissist. The other thing is consistency is key. Once boundaries are set, remain consistent. That way you will outsmart that covert narcissist. Covert narcissists often test limits, and inconsistency can lead to them pushing your boundaries further. Use clear and direct communication. Avoid ambiguous language, as covert narcissists may twist your words or manipulate your intentions. So in short, communicate clearly to outsmart the covert narcissist. Stay emotionally detached to outsmart the covert narcissist. Keep your emotions in check during interactions. Covert narcissists thrive on emotional reactions, so maintaining composure can thwart their attempts to manipulate you. Document interactions with them. Keep records of conversations and behaviors. This can provide clarity and serve as evidence if you need to address problematic behavior. Do not engage in drama with the covert narcissist. Avoid falling into their trap of creating drama. Respond to provocation with calmness to disarm and outsmart that covert narcissist. Build your support system. Seek outside support. Surround yourself with supportive friends or supportive family members who understand the situation. Their perspective can help validate your experiences. Consider talking to a therapist familiar with narcissistic behaviors. They can provide tools and strategies tailored to your situation. Educate yourself. Understanding narcissistic behavior can empower you. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to navigate challenges. To outsmart a covert narcissist, limit personal sharing. Be cautious about sharing personal information. Covert narcissists can use this information against you or manipulate it to their advantage. In discussions, stick to the facts. Avoid emotional appeals, as they may try to redirect the conversation to create confusion. Use I statements. Communicate your feelings using I statements to reduce defensiveness. For example, say, I feel overwhelmed when, rather than you make me feel. To outsmart a covert narcissist, prioritize self-care. Engage in activities that recharge you. Protecting your emotional energy is vital when dealing with a covert narcissist. Recognize your triggers. Be aware of what triggers you in interactions with them. Understanding your reactions can help you respond more mindfully. Techniques like meditation can help you remain centered and focused, reducing the impact of their manipulative tactics. Limit contact. If possible, reduce the frequency of interactions. Limiting exposure can minimize their influence over your emotions. Remember that their behavior reflects their issues, not yours. Keeping this perspective can help you avoid taking their actions personally. Validate your feelings of frustration or confusion. It is normal to feel this way when dealing with a covert narcissist. Disarm with kindness. Sometimes a surprising display of kindness can disarm their hostility. However, use this strategy with caution. It can backfire if they exploit your goodwill. Offer constructive feedback. If appropriate, provide constructive feedback. This may challenge their need for validation and provoke a defensive response. When they try to dominate discussions, gently redirect the conversation to neutral topics or others' experiences. Don't get sucked into their drama. Resist the urge to engage in their narrative of victimhood. Acknowledge their feelings, but don't validate manipulative behavior. Avoid personal attacks. When addressing their behavior, focus on specific actions rather than personal traits. This reduces defensiveness and promotes healthier dialogue. Beware of gaslighting. They may try to make you doubt your perceptions. Trust your instincts and maintain a clear understanding of reality. Plan for future interactions. Before meetings, mentally prepare yourself. Anticipate potential triggers and decide how to handle them. Develop emotional resilience. Work on strengthening your emotional resilience through therapy, self-reflection, or support groups. Acknowledge your progress in managing the relationship. Small victories can boost your confidence and motivation. You should know when to walk away from the covert narcissist. Assess the relationship. Evaluate whether the relationship is worth maintaining. If it causes more harm than good, consider distancing yourself. Trust your gut. If interactions consistently leave you feeling drained or confused, trust your instincts about the relationship. Be prepared to end toxic relationships. If necessary, be ready to end the relationship for your well-being. Your mental health should always come first. Stay informed. Continue to educate yourself about narcissistic behaviors. The more knowledge you have, the more empowered you will feel. Focus on your growth. Use the experience as a catalyst for personal growth. Reflect on what you've learned about yourself through the process. Embrace your strengths. Acknowledge your strengths and the resilience. You have the ability to navigate difficult situations with grace and courage. Move forward with confidence. Whether you choose to maintain or sever ties with the covert narcissist, approach the future with confidence. You have the tools to outsmart and protect yourself from covert narcissists. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful or helpful, please say it in the comment section below. You can click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and also choose the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a new video, you get notified about it. All right. Thank you. Catch you later in the next video.